She left the house at 9:14 p.m., at exactly 9:14 p.m. every night. My wife wore the same white shawl, picked up her phone, and said the same words, "I'm just going for a walk." For months, I believed her, until the night I followed her. We had been married for 6 years. No big fights. No loud arguments. Just a quiet distance that slowly grew between us like an invisible wall. She smiled less, talked less, and stared at her phone. More than she ever looked at me. Every night at the exact same time, 9:14 p.m. she left. Same shawl. Same perfume. Same lie. "One walk won't hurt," she would say. But it was hurting me. One evening I said casually, "Can I come with you today?" She froze for just half a second, then smiled quickly. "Today? No. I just want to clear my head." That half second destroyed my trust. So that night, when she left, I picked up my keys and followed her in my car. She didn't go to the park. She didn't walk around the block. She took a cab. My heart started racing. I followed the cab through quiet streets, past familiar shops, into a part of the city she had never shown me. The cab finally stopped in front of an apartment building. She stepped out, and before entering, she fixed her hair, the same way she used to do before our dates. My chest tightened. I parked across the street. 5 minutes passed. Then a man walked out of the building. He looked confident, well-dressed, familiar. And then my wife rushed out of the building and hugged him tightly. Not a friendly hug, the kind of hug you give someone you miss. I felt something inside me break. They went back inside together. I sat in my car for 2 hours to 2 hours of silence, 2 hours of memories, 2 hours of lies replaying in my head. When she finally came out, she looked relaxed, happy, alive, not the woman who lived with me. That night, she came home and acted normal. "Did you enjoy your walk?" I asked. She smiled. "Yes, it was peaceful," I nodded. So peaceful you had to hold another man, I thought. But I didn't confront her. Not yet. Over the next week, I gathered proof. I followed her twice more. Same apartment. Same man. I took photos. Her entering, him waiting, them laughing. Every photo felt like a knife. Still, I said nothing, because I didn't want to just catch her. I wanted her to feel what she had done. One evening, I told her, "My office is sending me out of town for 2 days." She looked relieved, not sad. Relieved. That was enough to break me. But instead of going anywhere, I stayed. That night at 9:14 p.m., she wore the white shawl again. "I'll be late," she said softly. I smiled gently. "Don't rush. Take your time." She paused, surprised, then left. I followed her to the apartment one last time. When she entered, I waited 5 minutes. Then I walked into the building too, heart pounding, hands shaking. I went to the door. I had seen her enter before, and I knocked. The man opened the door. He smiled casually. Yes, I looked behind him. She was standing there, frozen. Her face turned white. "What? What are you doing here?" she whispered. I stepped inside without asking. 6 years, I said calmly. 6 years I thought I knew you. The man looked confused. Who is he? She couldn't speak, so I answered for her. I'm her husband. Silence filled the room like a storm. The man stepped back slowly. You told me you were divorced. She started crying. I was scared to tell the truth, she said. Scared of losing him. Not of losing me? I looked at the man. She didn't tell you she still sleeps in the same bed as me? I asked quietly. His face changed. Shock turned into anger. So I'm just your secret? He asked her. She looked down, then she turned to me, crying. It was a mistake. I was lonely. You stopped listening to me. I nodded. Maybe, I said. But you didn't just feel lonely. You made a choice. Every night at 9:14 p.m., I took out my phone and showed them the photos. Every meeting, every hug, every lie. The man looked at her in disgust. He picked up his jacket. I don't share. Women with husbands, he said, and walked out. The door slammed. Shut behind him now. It was just us. She fell to her knees. I'll leave him. I swear. I choose you now. I laughed softly. That's the problem, I said. You only choose when you're caught. I turned toward the door. Wait, she cried. Please, don't leave like this. I stopped. Without turning back, I said, You stopped being my wife the night you learned how to lie to my face.
Ow.
Then I walked out the next morning. I filed for divorce. She tried calling, messaging, begging, but I blocked everything. The white shawl still hangs in my cupboard, untouched. And every night at 9:14 p.m., I remember the woman who left for a walk and never truly came back.